guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Arissa and this is Arissa Art. And I have been struggling lately to post because I keep painting and there's nothing, like I like what I make and everything, but I'm never like, oh my gosh, yes, make the video. And so I haven't posted for a while, but today I want to do a Deconstructed Bloom in blues and purple with a little bit of silver. Really just soft and really calm and hopefully very pretty on a white base with black and white cell activator, keeping it pretty darn simple. And so I will show you my colors. I have 6 of them and let's show you those now. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. So this is the metallic cobalt blue by Artist Loft. This is my first love color when I started doing fluid art 4 years ago, just a little more than 4 years ago. This was my first favorite color and it's so beautiful and I love it so much. And this is the Moody Lilac Prizm Pour by ColourArte. This is one of the new Pearl collections. And this is just a really super pretty silvery lilac-y pinky color. And I really love this color. It's so gorgeous and it adds just a lovely sheen on it. And then I have my Payne's Gray back. This is a this is a primary element. This is a Payne's Gray by ColourArte. This color gives me all the joy. It is so pretty. This is such a beautiful color. And then of course I have the True Silver. I have a bit there. I don't want that ending up in my piece. This is True Silver by ColourArte. This is a primary element, a beautiful silvery color. And then I have the African Violet, right? Yes, African Violet by ColourArte. This is another Prizm Pour color. Beautiful that it is. This one got a blue shift in it. Can you see that? I hope you can. Then my last color is a primary element. This is Arctic Opal and it's got a little bit of a green shift in it and I think it's beautiful, this color. This is such a pretty color. I would love to be on a beach in waters that color right now, but I'm not. I am here pouring for you guys and that makes me happy too. So I'm going to put my white base down. It is the PPG paint. I'll put it in the description box below. I don't have the bottle up here, the can up here, because I've decanted it. I bought a 5-gallon tub of it, so I decanted it into an old rinsed out Floetrol bottle, so it is easier to pour. So I'm going to put a nice big base on here. Lots of color, or lots of base, because I want my bloom spread out a bit. There we go. That's way too much paint. I will collect the extra and use it as a base coat in a different bloom. Let that come together there. There's a little bit here in this cup. Let me straighten out this line. My little extra. And I'm blowing this out with my hairdryer. Of course, it is too big for me to use my breath. So I'm gonna let that just drain there. I'm gonna go in order with these. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna do 3 blooms today. And 1 pile at a time. There we go. And then my Payne's Gray. And then my True Silver. There's a bubble in that Payne's Gray. I'm gonna get that popped right now. Maybe, there we go. There we go. And then my African Violet. And lastly, my Arctic Opal. I'm gonna blow this one out and see what we get. I'm gonna go black and then white cell activator. Get this off of there in case it wants to blow off. And this is just titanium white, Amsterdam titanium white mixed with a Australian Floetrol. A little bit of white. And then a little bit of black. There we go. All right. Here we go, on cool and high. There we go. Give it a puff. And let that come together. Mix my next one right kind of close to it because I don't want a tremendous amount of negative space. So I want these to kind of to crash into one another. There we go. You guys should try this Payne's Gray. It is just the, oh, it's such a beautiful color. I love this Payne's Gray so much. There we go, 2 more. All right. There we go. All right. White and then black again. Let's see if I can get this cleared out properly. Sorry. Get out of there. It's just one little chunk that wants to hang on. Get out. Ah, I'll deal with it later. There we go. Here we go. I guess I could turn that off since I'm blowing. I like to twist and turn my blooms around one another. And so that's why you'll see me kind of keeping them, kind of blowing them in an angle. So like right here, I'll blow that this way so it wraps around this part of this. And so they marry and they interact. I like that. Ooh, stepping on the cord. All right, last one right here. Still close to it. I'm considering putting 2 little ones on these opposite corners too, because I don't particularly want, I don't know. We'll see. Let's find out together as we do this. Woo, I almost stripped in that other one, huh? Not good, don't do that. There we go. I thickened up my paint. I was watching a video by Shelly Carruthers, the inventor of the bloom technique, and she was talking about people who wanted bigger lacing, a thicker lacing, and she was saying that you should just thicken up your actual colors, not your cell activator, and leave your base alone. And so far, you know, obviously she's the creator of this. She knows what she's talking about wholeheartedly. But I do like it. So I thickened up my paints today, and I actually really like the way the cells and the lacing hold a little bit better. So let's blow out this last one here. So with this one, the cell activator is too far close to that canvas. So I'm gonna let it come together a little bit and then re-blow it. So I have a pool of cell activator again, because it didn't blow right here. And so I will either blow that by mouth or by hair dryer, depending on how well it comes together and how much cell activator is on that side, which doesn't look like it's gonna be a tremendous amount. So I'm probably gonna blow this with my mouth. That middle of that bloom got a little hairy because I messed up the blow a little bit. So maybe I will do a little more paint on there and see if I can do that one over. Let me get my paint here. All right, so I'm gonna let that come together there. I'll go right here a little bit. So I will fast forward this part because I'm just gonna wait an appropriate amount of time for this to come up off the canvas and see what I can do with tilting. So let's see. I'm definitely gonna put some paint right here. And then right here, I think everything else should be okay. So let's find out. All right, so I'm gonna go down here first, just slowly. I'm gonna get these popsicle sticks always they're always in my way. They always wanna be right under my canvas. And then I inevitably will spill something. All right, let's see how we're moving all over. Just slowly tilting back and forth to make sure the puddles are not stuck to the canvas anymore, and we'll actually move. This first one is actually the slower moving one, which is funny because it had the most time to get up. There we go. And so I'm gonna definitely take some of this off because that secondary paint I put on there is moving a bit faster than the paint that was under it, because the paint that was under it was sitting for a minute, so it's thickened up. So I'm gonna take a lot of that off right there and just keep some of the lacing. Pretty, 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 pretty. All right, so let me turn this without dripping all over my floor this time. I'm gonna go up to this corner here. Again, walking it slowly, so make sure everything is moving. So it caught right here. So everything here is it's anchored right there, so it's gonna stretch. So I'm definitely gonna have to bring this back down and put that one back into shape, which is fine. I don't mind that. But it is just something to consider. I probably, if I had thought about it, I wouldn't have let that one come off already. But it's already off, so I'm gonna let it stretch and do its thing now. So now I have to get it back down to let this bottom one stretch a bit. And then certainly I'm gonna try to put it back where it was a little bit more. So I'm gonna try coming off of this corner here now first, because it is, this first bloom, if you can see, it's colliding with itself. So I'm gonna let it come off, and then I can stretch those up and open them again. So let me see if I can get it so you can see. So I'm gonna let the color hook on the canvas there and anchor it, and then bring it right back. And I'm gonna let it come off of the bottom edge a little bit so I can open up the stretched part too. So you see, now when I pull it back, those are anchored. So I'm gonna pull it and let it go to that corner over there before I lose too much paint. So it will keep on moving. So I'm gonna let it go off of that corner there. And then I'll center everything back and put things back where I want them. But you gotta get your corners covered first. So let that hook a little bit. I don't mind a little bit of negative space in that corner because I have another corner with negative space. So now, there it is. Now I'm just gonna bring everything back to the center and then towards me. So I straighten some stuff out. So it's almost to the center of the piece. So just about there. So now it's in the center, and now I'm going to shift it towards me just to balance it. Now, let's see if there's anything else I want to open up. I'm trying to debate. I kind of want to take a little bit of this off and open it up a little bit. But the weight of the paint is right here. I need it to be right here because I really want some of that off. So I'm going to go down again. So now the weight of the paint is right above where I want it to be, going off. And then I'll move that out of the way. Just a bit. And take that off to that point and then bring it back. There's a little bit right here that I want to come off too. So I'm going to take that off, let it fall, and then bring it back. So that blue and purple mix is what's left there, and I really like those colors together. So now I'm going to center it back up. So tilting it to get it all in the center of the piece. And kind of open some pieces and close some pieces. Ooh, this is really pretty. Ooh, it's really pretty. I love this. There we go. All right. There, let me grab a stick and check my edges and corners. More than that, more than edges, but my corners. Make sure they're covered with the appropriate color paint. That one's good. Let me clean my hands off just a bit. So the two corners nearest to you guys are not covered, but they're white. So it's okay because I can just put my white paint there. And then there is a spot here that actually needs color. There was a bubble on the side. So I'm just going to put a touch of color right, not that much color, right there. Because then the weight of it will drag it off and make it normal, make it fit. So coming around, I'm going to get these corners together here. Where did my popsicle stick go? This one is a little bit of color, so I'm going to use my popsicle stick to cover this one because there is some color right there. It's really soft color, so I don't want to put a bunch of rich colors right there. All right, and this corner over here is pure white. So I have my paint in my cup here, and I'll just cover this one in white. There we go. All right. Oh, that's pretty, pretty, pretty. I love those colors. Do I want to balance it out a little bit more? Let me see. I kind of want to bring it back towards you guys just a bit and up this way. There we go. because I still have enough paint on here to move it a bit more if I want. So I'm going to take a little bit of that gray off right there. Right now I'm going to tilt it a little bit more there. Because I like the softness in the middle, so I don't mind that being a little stretched. I think it's really pretty, but I don't want to get rid of all the lacing. So I'm going to bring it back towards me a bit. Oh, the lacing is so pretty. All right, let me see how that looks. Looks more balanced, but I still feel like the weight of the paint is too far up top, so I'm going to bring it down to the center a bit more still. Oh gosh, these colors are so pretty. All right, now what do we have? Make sure I like what I see everywhere. This corner, does it bother me? I don't know. I can't tell. Does it bother me enough to just get rid of it and make it white? It might. Let that fall naturally first, and then I will help it. All right. I'm going to help it along with the blow dryer, actually, not tilting it. Because that will flatten out on its own. Let's see how the rest of that corner looks, that it makes sense now since it is completely white. I don't want any color there. So I'm gonna grab a popsicle stick over here and just get the rest of the corner and make it white too. There we go. There, that makes more sense. I like that better. I'd rather it pure white than that one little rainbow looking thing. All right, so I think these gloves are shot, but I really like this. A couple bubbles, pop them, let them fill in. If you pop them early enough in the pour, your paint will fill it in, and so you won't get pinholes as much. Because if you let them pop like overnight or the next day, whenever they pop naturally, sometimes their paint will be too thick at that point to fill in. All right, so here we go. Here are the sides. It's so pretty. I absolutely love these colors so much. They're so gorgeous, and there's so many subtleties in there, and I really love that because no matter which way you look at it, you get a little bit of a different treatment for color in your eye, and I think that's beautiful. I love the soft parts. I love that it's just flowy and magical. I don't know. I just really like it so much. Oh my gosh. And this middle part, the center, just brings me joy. Look how beautiful the colors are. It's just gorgeous to me. The colors are spectacular and rich and soft at the same time. And I think that speaks volumes of these colors because they can be so soft. And then you get this richness too, and I love that. Love that. That Payne's gray here, oh my gosh, it's such a pretty color. And that green wash, that's that Arctic Opal. It adds a little bit of a green wash to it, which I think is stunning. Absolutely stunning. And that combined with the true silver, my goodness. Look at all those little cells and lacing. And look at that part. That part is just amazing. Look how amazing those colors, the layering of those colors are. But let me know what you think. I think I've made it pretty clear what I think. Let's turn on the lights so you can see that flash. I love when I turn on the lights and you get that first flash of the colors. It's so pretty. Oh, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.